Hello, y'all. Welcome to Perfect Pitch for 2025. Together, we are going to define your unique value and help craft and master your pitch. To get started, thank you for being here because this is an optional learning and these this document contains suggestions and best practices regarding specific issues you may encounter to use at your discretion. We would like to point out the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, better known as the TCPA. The general rules are that it's okay to call people if the person recently gave you their number, but remember to check the do not call list regularly if you haven't spoken to that person or contacted the lead in a while. You'll also want to check the do not call lists anytime you don't have expressed permission. Automated calling and texting platforms should never be used. Pre-recorded messages and artificial voices should never be used. You will be personally liable for any violations of the TCPA. If you would like to check the do not call system or the do not contact system, you can do so in CB Desk. So you will go to My CB Desk, click on the tile that says do not contact, and then you can type in any numbers to be checked. So this could be a single record or multiple records. This will then show you if any of these numbers show up on the federal, state, or anywhere advisors company do not call lists. One other thing we'd also like to point out is that as a real estate agent, you can tap into AI tools like Microsoft Copilot, our recommended tool, to create reports, presentations, emails, and marketing materials. It can help streamline tasks and boost efficiency. Remember, AI isn't always spot on, so it's essential you proofread and ensure the information is accurate, because ultimately you are responsible for the content. When using AI generated content, consider adding a disclosure like content generated with AI assistance. Also, stay compliant with copyright laws, ethical standards, and fair housing regulations. Lastly, exercise good judgment, protect confidential information, and review AI generated content thoughtfully. We can now get started with our workshop. So, how do you tell your story? Your personal story is a very powerful tool that can help build trust and connections with potential clients. By focusing on your credibility, relevance, and differentiation through storytelling, you can craft a unique value statement that sets you apart in a competitive market. And we all know the real estate market can be very competitive. Our goal for this workshop is to create 3 versions that you can use in different situations. This would include a 30-second elevator pitch for quick sell opportunities. It would also include a 3-minute cocktail party pitch for different social events, and a 30-minute comprehensive pitch, which includes your 3-minute pitch, a 12-minute listing presentation, which you can learn how to do in another workshop, and about 15 minutes for client discussion, making for a total of the 30-minute pitch. Go over the steps to define your unique value. We are going to start by evaluating your unique offerings in 3 different categories. That way we can craft your unique value statement, tailor your marketing strategies, and ultimately position yourself for business growth. We're going to start with credibility. This is about building trust and defining competencies. We'll then move on to relevance. What do you bring to the customer in this moment? In this place, right? What makes you the agent for them? And lastly, differentiation. What do you offer above and beyond the competition? While you're going through this, it's great to know your competition. So be on the lookout for mailers, billboards, and other agent advertising. You can follow other agents on social media and see what they're doing. If it's working for them, maybe incorporate their best practices into your strategy. So let's start with credibility. Break out your a piece of paper, a Word document, somewhere to take notes. And as we go through these next sections, write down a few different things about yourself that match into these different categories. So we're going to start with credibility. So this is a perception of integrity, expertise, and competence that others have in an individual. What makes you the agent for them? Build trust and define your competencies here. So this could be outlining your transaction experience in the area or customer loyalty stats. This could be the years of that you've been an agent or years you've served this particular community. Any affiliation with local real estate boards or business organizations. This is a great place to notate any certifications, such as the Global Luxury Certification. Have you received any award designations or industry recognition? Do you have positive customer feedback, ratings, or reviews? Are you gathering reviews and are they wonderful? Share those with people. That's part of your credibility. And the power of the Coldwell Banker brand. Are you using the brand and its tools to help build up your business and help your clients? So take a few minutes. You can pause the video and write down a few things that you think make you credible. When you're ready, we're going to move on to relevance. This is the degree to which someone or something is connected or pertinent to a particular subject, context, or situation. So think about what you bring to the customer in this moment. How does your knowledge of current local market conditions align with effectively addressing clients' needs? How valuable is your sphere, your contact list, and your lead network? How are you involved in local groups, community organizations, and business networking organizations? Are you well informed about local real estate news and happenings? Do you have any affiliations with Coldwell Banker Cares, St. Jude's, or other charitable organizations? What new technologies or innovations do you use to support clients? What makes you the agent for them in this particular context with this particular sale? Now, that might be slightly different for every client you meet, but there are some overarching similarities if you've worked in a particular area for a long time, or if you have a lot of experience with those kinds of sales. So take a few minutes, write down what makes you relevant for them. And when you're ready, we're going to move on to differentiation. This is the process or strategy of highlighting unique attributes, features, or qualities that set you apart and make you stand out in the minds of customers. So, what life experiences have you had that benefit your work? Do you have a former career in marketing or inspection or design? For many people, real estate is a second career. So how do your other jobs, your past life experiences, help you in this career? How do your hobbies help you stand out in your field? This could be real estate related hobbies like photography or gardening, home improvement, things that are directly related to real estate. Or it could be non-real estate related hobbies. Are you a big foodie? Do you like to work out? Do you love to travel? All of these things help you stand out. Do you have experience with specialty customer bases? This could be military, seniors, first-time home buyers, first-time home sellers, high-end markets, luxury markets, anything in this specialty customer basis. Do you have vendors or programs that set you apart from the competition? This could be something like Real Vitalize or any of the other programs available to you. And again, what do you offer above the competition? What makes you different? And there's probably a lot of things that you think that you could include that may not be completely related, but they might offer you a skill set that is different from other agents. Think really creatively about how these things connect back to you and back to real estate. If you're having trouble picking out some of these options, there is a word bank at the end of the PDF version and the print version of the Pitch Perfect packet that I'd highly recommend looking at and seeing if that can help jog your thoughts and see if you can think of anything in there that relates to you. Now that we have something that makes you credible, relevant, and different lined out in your notes, we can actually start crafting your pitch. And we're going to use artificial intelligence to do so. If you'd like to use Microsoft Copilot to do so, you can scan this QR code or to access Copilot or access it on your desktop.
As a real estate agent, you can tap into AI tools like Microsoft Copilot, our recommended tool to create reports, presentations, emails, and marketing materials. It can help streamline tasks and boost efficiency. Remember, AI isn't always spot on, so it is essential you proof, read, and ensure the information is accurate, because ultimately you are responsible for the content. When using AI-generated content, consider adding a disclosure, for example. Content generated with AI assistance. Also, stay compliant with copyright laws, ethical standards, and fair housing regulations. Lastly, exercise good judgment, protect confidential information, and review AI-generated content thoughtfully.
By going to copilot.microsoft.com. Here's where we're going to input your value add talking points. So we've defined your talking points, and this is where we're going to put them all together. We're going to do this by giving the AI tool directions on what to do with the information we're giving it. So we're going to give it information that are these value added talking points. And these are the different ways that we prompt it to give us a pitch, right? So first, make it specific. Provide short details about your request. So I would start the request by typing in, help me craft a value proposition as a real estate agent based on these strengths, and then list out 5 to 7 of the strengths that you highlighted in the past sections. Then give it some context and specify the desired tone that you want it to talk in. So you could put in, make it sound professional, friendly, and engaging. Then you are going to guide the response and use keywords to direct Copilot. So you could include key benefits for clients and unique selling points. All of these 3 things together will help create a really good first draft of your pitch. Then we are going to fine-tune your value statement. You've got your first draft, right? It's a rough summary. Maybe it doesn't really sound like you, and maybe it's too long or it's too short. It's just not perfect, right? So now we're going to give the AI tool feedback to kind of get it to where we want it to go. So read through your first draft and then give it some feedback. So you could say, shorten this statement. That could be your 30-second pitch then. Or add another one of my strengths and list off a new strength. Or I would like to focus in more on my strength as a designer, and you can add that in. Or strength as a negotiator, and you can have the AI prompt focus on that. You could say, make this more conversational, and it will make it a little less professional, but it will make it more personable and more, again, conversational. You're going to keep giving Copilot these prompts. It's probably going to take a few to get one that feels like you and highlights everything that you want it to in a way that really reflects you. The next step is you're going to take one or more of these responses and use it as the foundation for your 30-second and 3-minute pitch. This is where I would recommend putting it into a Word document, editing, correcting, modifying until the text is in your voice and follows all local and national real estate, legal, and fair housing guidelines. Once you've worked it, you can finalize it, write it up, have it in your own voice, and commit it to memory. Then you get to start using it. So how do you rehearse this thing, right? You've got 2 different versions of the pitch. First off, memorize it. So Writing it out on a piece of paper is one of the easiest ways to memorize something. The thing is, you're going to notice that maybe some sentences that you liked before are just not working with you anymore, and you can adapt during this process too. You want to rehearse it in the mirror, rehearse it in front of your friends and family, some people who are going to support you while you're rehearsing it. You can also set up time to rehearse it with your field marketing specialist. We are always happy to help you with this and love the opportunity to rehearse with you. You can practice by making a selfie video, and that can inevitably be a social media post that you share that really highlights your value, right? You're sharing your pitch. You can also practice with a partner in your office. Do you have a fellow friend, fellow Coldwell Banker affiliated agent that you can meet up with and practice? This is a great way of building those connections. You can also contact your local sales leadership to rehearse your full 30-minute comprehensive pitch. Remember, that's the one that includes the 3-minute pitch, the 12-minute listing presentation, and about 15 minutes for questions. You can also make a next available appointment to rehearse your pitches. Again, that's a 20-minute solution-oriented appointment with a field marketing specialist from around the country. And so you'll get a field marketing specialist who is happy to rehearse for 20 minutes with you. One of the new ways that we have to rehearse, thanks to AI, is AI presentation practice apps. This includes Speako, Udemy, and PowerPoint's Speaker Coach. They can help you get a lot more confident in your delivery and overall just boost your public speaking skills. Highly recommend trying them out. Some of them are free, and PowerPoint is also available with web, Windows, Mac, iPhone, Android is available in a lot of places. Once you've rehearsed it and you feel confident that you can pull it out and you can work on it in front of other people, you can start using your pitch. So master that verbal pitch and have each version ready to go. You can then start updating your marketing materials. You want to infuse your marketing with that value statement, with the value that you bring to your clients. So you're going to want to update your bio, all of your marketing materials, and your personal brand to reflect the value that you bring to your clients. You can also create a campaign to your sphere that highlights your value. This could be done in a lot of the different CV tools that we have, including Moxie Engage, or you could post it on social media. You can bring your pitch to life and create online content highlighting your value. Remember, we can also marry your unique value proposition with the powerful tools and support of the Coldwell Banker brand. This synergy can help craft a really, really compelling pitch and help you stand out in the market and win over clients. We do have some additional resources available to you. You can schedule a meeting with your field marketing team and they can help refine your unique value statement. If you're looking to build a visual brand around this new value statement, we highly recommend Design Concierge, our in-house graphic design team. They can help craft a strong visual brand that resonates with your unique value and really helps you stand out. We also have the 2025 Agent Marketing Plan, where it goes over all the options that are available to you for marketing and helps you pick and choose which ones you want to use. And now that you've been informed by your new value proposition, you can figure out which parts of these plans work even better for you and which ones you really want to use. And then after crafting your 30-second and 3-minute pitches, you can explore additional live workshops at cbrmarketingworkshops.com or browse themarketingcatalog.com for a comprehensive list of pitch mastery sessions. Connect with your local sales leadership to perfect that comprehensive 30-minute listing presentation pitch. And make sure to update your listing presentation in Moxie Present. This is a great opportunity to showcase your unique value statement and highlight what makes you special, especially during a listing presentation. While all of this was really for individual agents, this same practice really works with teams as well, with a couple of tweaks. So you will want to define a team value statement. a value statement that encompasses why you work with the team rather than an individual agent. So use the perfect pitch approach by focusing on your credibility, relevance, and differentiation, but include specific team goals, your team mission statement, service standards, strengths, and your client approach. This can get a 2 to 3 second value statement for the overall team that you can then add the team members' value statements. So you can encourage each team member to brainstorm how their unique skills and experiences contribute to the overall team value statement. Together, that creates each team's perfect pitch. And then finally, just like before, you got to refine and rehearse your pitches. After the team has finalized their personal pitches and aligned them with the team value proposition, it's time to refine and rehearse. Organize team-wide practice sessions to build confidence and ensure smooth delivery. Take turns recording each other's pitches and have each member send their video to the team lead for feedback. You are a team after all, and so this is a great way to support each other in your growth and growing your overall business. We have a lot of other supporting resources as well. You can find all of them at coldwellbankermarketing.com. The first one I'd like to highlight is the marketing catalog. This is a great, ever-changing online document that has links to different workshops, either live or pre-recorded, and other resources for you about all of the Coldwell Banker tools and all the different workshops that we offer. Highly recommend checking that one out. We also have our live virtual marketing workshops, which you can access at cbrmarketingworkshops.com. And we have a YouTube channel filled with pre-recorded marketing workshops. So even if something isn't happening on your timeline, you can watch these at your time, right? When the time works best for you. And we have next available appointments, which are those 20-minute solution-oriented appointments with a field marketing specialist from around the country. You can get these as soon as 2 hours from you signing up for one. And this is great if you want to get something done, right? Or practice that perfect pitch. To access all of these resources, you can scan this QR code here or visit coldwellbankermarketing.com today. Thank you so much for listening through this presentation and crafting your perfect pitch. Good luck